Hello, hello, everybody. It is Carnassus. Hello, I am back with another stream. I hope you are doing absolutely splendiferously and fantabulously, and are absolutely.
Hello?
Whoa, hello!
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Bon Dieu.
Hello?
Ciao. Yes, with that I win. Why say hello one way when you can say hello multiple ways? But hello, everybody. Welcome to my stream. Now, a few things to get out of the way first here, chat. First of all, I do hope that the server is still being a fun little place for you all and it's still running smoothly.
Hello there.
General Kenobi. So I hope it's been going well since the stream. I haven't been hop back on, but I do hope that it's still going very smoothly. It's so fun, thank you. Excellent. It is running last I checked. That's also good. But the other thing as well, chat, is in stark contrast potentially to another streamer in close proximity to me. I am in what I would call a greenhouse. I am in a sauna. I am in some form of oven. The temperature today has gotten very warm. And as always, I am in a wonderful room that gets incredibly hot with no real way of cooling myself down. And with the computer on, it's getting hotter by the second. So that's fun. So, full confession, I may not be able to do a full stream tonight. If it gets too hot in here, I may have to call it early because it's bad. It's bad in here. Very, very warm. Very warm. So come here, it's cold. I would love some of the cold. If you could send some of the cold over my way, that would be brilliant. But yeah, it's I need to find a way. Now it's getting into the hot part of the year. I need to figure out a proper way of actually making sure this room stays cold. Because why are you wearing flannel? Believe it or not, because it's just a flannel shirt. It's not a thin material. I've got the sleeves rolled up and the buttons undone down to an appropriate level without revealing too much. You know, you got to make sure that, you know, don't reveal too much. Flannel is love. Flannel is life. I like flannel. I do like flannel. You know, I don't see many people wearing flannel very often, but I like it. Don't be locked in an oven. Again, I wish I wasn't. And now this is the other predicament. Chat. Is choosing a game for tonight's stream. Now, as you know, we have a few different games that we have been playing. We've got Alien Isolation. We've got the Silent Hill 2. The thing is, I am trying to be selective with my game. Because if I choose a game that makes my computer run super hardcore because it's graphics intensive or it isn't optimized properly, the room will get hot a lot quicker. And so I must now choose something to play that will not cause my computer to spontaneously heat. And so I was thinking, as a bit of a one-off, because I think it's a bit of a shorter game anyway. Any Minecraft today? I don't think it'll be Minecraft today, because we've done Minecraft the last two streams. Was Bendy and the Ink Machine. If anyone's familiar with that game, that's a game I'm potentially pondering to play on stream tonight. Because I don't think that's going to be too bad for the computer. It's an older game, 2017, I believe. The original, it is the one that was released in... No playing sounds. Yeah, 2017. Is that a bit long? I thought it was like a 4-hour campaign. And thank you very much for the caffeine there, Zephyriel. Thank you very much. Still sick, but I'm significantly less tired. Also, I saw a video about age regression and I went, oh, so I'm going to have something to talk to about my psychologist now. Yeah, age regression. I'm not actually that familiar. I have a feeling I know what it is, but I don't want to assume that I know what it is. But I'm glad to hear that you're significantly less tired. That's a big thing as well. I'm sorry to hear that you're still sick, but I'm glad that you're not as tired as you were. I hope that, again, you get fully recovered very, very soon. I hope you're right as rain ASAP. Stardew with Pearl. I don't know. I don't know if start going in there and go like, Pearl! No, Detroit. Only Stardew. And thank you very much. Or the stretch. The other thing, chat, is this is probably the only time as well that we're going to have Facecam running tonight. So get the most of this while it's available, because I will be turning it off when we do start playing a game. Thank you for the posture check. Ah, interesting. I feel like I've heard of that, but I was not entirely sure what it was. Would you like a riddle? Alright, bring on the riddle, cat. Bring on the riddle. Let's get a brain burnout straight away. Dobby, only Dobby. It will only be Dobby. It's a 4.5-hour experience typically, but when do we ever finish games in the set amount of times? You do raise a very good point there, Textus. You do raise a very, very, very good point. Generally, I think my play style technique extends the playtime of any game by double its gameplay length. Nobody has ever walked this way. Which way is it? Nobody has ever walked this way. Which way is it? Well, it's this way. Also, kill all possible lights when cam goes out. Yeah, that's an idea. Nobody has ever walked this way. Which way is it? Backwards. No, people have walked backwards. I need to like consult the Monty Python's Ministry of Silly Walks about this. Nobody has ever walked this way. Happy Friday, Lily. Hello, hello. How you going? Lovely to see you. Thought about doing a retro PC night, thinking along the lines of Commander King, Jazz Acro, and Oh, Lemmings would be fun. Even just doing the original Worms would be fun. A retro night actually would be quite fun, I think. That's actually not a bad suggestion. Not a bad suggestion at all. I don't know if I have any retro games to play, but it's a good suggestion nonetheless. Hi, I'll be lurking on the server, but hello, hello. Also, Toast says, hi, please say hello back for me. Please hello back. And that's all good. If you're playing on the server and you're lurking with the background stuff being me, that's all good. As long as you're having fun. But yes, please do pass on my hellos. And a hello to you. Pop it in today. To say hi, but go to sleep, gotta go out at 3 a.m. That's a very... That's the witching hour. Going out at the witching hour? Khan, what about Duolingo? I failed this streak straight away. I haven't been able... It's an excuse, isn't it? And I've been trying to retrain my brain recently. I've been reading a book on how... brain retraining can go with memory and focus. But but I honestly, I have not. I've been sleeping, and then I've been streaming, and then I've been doing stream server Minecraft server prep in my own little way. But no Duolingo. I failed straight away, so I've got to start. I'm starting again this Sunday, and I'm gonna do try and do a full streak from Sunday onwards. Bop, 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 bop. The other option, of course, is to make the most of what time I have, and rather than committing to any game and not being able to finish it because I have to end stream early, because again, if I started Bendy and the Ink Machine, and if I started and then I had to end because it got hot, another unfinished game. So the other thing we could do is a shorter just chatting stream tonight, and I can keep the camera on for a bit longer with just chatting because the computer won't be getting as hot. And then we can do we'll get back to the game stuff next week. Veilguard with a bit of chat, that is also another option, but again, I'm just trying to make sure that I don't have to. I'll think. It's a bit of a wing it kind of stream. A bit of a wing it, make it work. I also will, I think, need to do a very quick break coming up. I know I don't usually do like a break within the maybe 15 minutes of starting or half an hour of starting, but I think I need to go get a big thing of water. So I'm gonna very, very, very quickly disappear and get a big thing of water. I will return. I do apologize. I'll see you very soon. I'm back. It's so much nicer outside of this room. It's a horrible thing. The rest of the house is so much nicer than the one room I'm in. So much nicer. But I'm back on camera. Hello. I have my water. We're set. We are good. Whew. Now, where were we? What were we talking about? What was I saying? I said words, I think. Did I say words before I left? What words did I say? I said something. Your room is so hot, we see the heat. I feel that my room is so small, it gets crazy hot in the summer. Oh, so we are very much in the same boat. Do you have any good cooling, though? All I got is a fan. And now the fan's also started making a horrible thing in the roof where if I turn it on full speed, it goes, I'm loving life, I'm spinning around, I'm cooling down the room, I'm a fan. And then about 10 minutes into the fan going, woo! It's like, okay, I've had enough of this. I'm gonna make this kind of sound, just going, vroom, 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 on a constant sound. Constantly just going and going and going. Drives you insane. No AC, just a standing fan that only cools me, not the room. Whoa. The thing is, I'm actually very curious, Lily. How hot is too hot for you as far as temperature goes over there? I'm always very curious what people count as when weather starts getting too hot. Because I think we've talked about like ideal temperatures. So I still think the ideal temperature is a 21 degrees Celsius, a sunny day with a bit of overcast clouds that will occasionally obscure the sun, giving you a break from the sun, and a gentle but soothing cooling breeze. That's my perfect day. Now, what languages do you study on Duolingo? The languages I have attempted to study in the past, because I can get a list of the languages I attempted to study in the past, and this will give you an example of how I have failed to commit to Duolingo. I have attempted to learn Spanish, Italian, Chinese, French, German, and, because why not, Irish. And at one point I think I started trying to learn Scottish Gaelic. Hae gle solith? Or is it Hae gle fjord? Can't remember. Solith, I think, is sunny. Hae gle solith. It is very sunny in Scottish Gaelic. And I think fjord is cloudy, or is fjord cold? Because it's Hae fjord for it is cold. Hae gle fjord for it is very cold? I'm never gonna be able to use that. Ideal temp is 10. Anything hotter is boiling. That's a very specific temperature there. At 10. I demand you to learn German so I can say German things to you. It's straight to the point. Straight to that point with that request. I demand. It's not really a request either. It's more a statement. Try learning Swedish and then listening to Sabaton. Oh, that's also a very specific combination. But which song of Sabaton? Are we talking about the good old... are we talking about anyone in particular? Are we talking about their wonderful song, the 300? Are we doing their... what is it called? I don't know, beautiful. It's like the same, right? It's like the song itself was being sung. Look, Textus, I feel like at that temperature, if you got kept at 10 degrees Celsius, would that basically, I feel like that's the key to like eternal life. Keep yourself super chilled, and then your body will slowly age rather than quickly aging. Just super chill yourself. The Last Stand, that's it, MZ. I like it below freezing. Legitimately prepared. Another thing about age regression is that from what I can tell, most people remember their life while regress, but some don't. I'm not sure though, because I'm only looking into it. I wonder if it's just one of those things where there's different kind of ranges of how it affects people. You know, some will be able to have a particular set of ways that it'll manifest, and others will have different ones. No, I haven't. Zephyriel, I have not tried those ones, honestly. Again, if I could, okay. Would everyone agree if they had the chance to, like, just learn every language that they could, they'd just learn every language that they could? That's why I'm over 463 years old. You don't look a day over 380, though, Texas. I like 40 degrees Celsius weather as long as it's dry heat. I'll go outside in long sleeves and plates. You like it that hot, Glitched? You swear? You're not just making that up. You swear that that's the temperature that you like. But for general weather, I like 25 degrees Celsius and 32 degrees Celsius. So you're very opposite, because I would prefer colder. So you're the hotter weather, the better. I'm a lizard. Just lizarding around, living that lizard life. Honestly, if you again, when you look at nature, it's so easy to look at animals and get jealous of their lifestyle. If nature didn't have animals eating other animals, and I didn't have to worry about just being like a lizard or a some form of slothful creature lounging on a palm frond somewhere, and having a bird swoop in and carry me away to eat me. Being an animal seems like it'd be great. Just sitting there, basking in the sun, having a nibble on some grass. Back to basking in the sun. Nibble on some grass. Bask in the sun. Snooze. Have a drink of water. Get up. Move over there. Eat brand new patch of grass. Snooze. Sleep. Repeat. And again, I honestly always get jealous. I think mainly of cats. The cat lounging lifestyle of just being able to go, of having the confidence of a cat and just being able to live like a royalty, like a cat does. Just always being able to just relax and chill and bask in the sun and lie and sleep and then meow and scratch and knock things off surfaces and still be loved and adored. Which animal would you want to be? Are we counting it only as real life existing animals, or are we counting it in the fantasy world of animals as well prepared? Is it only real animals, or is it fantasy animals? I was researching dermatillomania. Actual skin picking disorder. Dermatillomania. I didn't know that it had a term like that. Obviously, dermatillomania probably comes from what dermatitis. So dermatillomania. Interesting. See, a book I'm reading about memory is saying that you should always add like a little story to new words or something. So you remember it better. So you can make a sentence or a memorable scenario to remember a word. So dermatillomania. What could I turn that? So dermatillomania. Matt. Oh. Mania. It works, but I don't think I'm ever going to use that sentence. Real. No owlbears. Not fair prepared. Banning owlbears. I want to be a cyclops or a dragon. A dragon would be cool because of flight. A cyclops would be cool just because you got a cooler eye. Got to go. We'll be lurking. That is all good, cat. You lurk away. Thank you for being here nonetheless. Always a pleasure, and thank you for the riddle. If I was a real animal, ooh. You know what? I think if I could be any animal, these days I'm thinking of being an orca. Because they sound like such amazing creatures. When you hear about the way that like killer whales and other whales communicate and live in groups and such, it's absolutely amazing. They're smart creatures. Why you derp me, Bambi? Why you derp me? Yeah, but with Cyclops, everyone knows your weakness. Well, if you're a Cyclops, all you have to do is wear a set of those glasses. You know, the glasses that have the mustache and the fake nose, and you put that on, and like a skin-colored eye patch over your eye, but then you'd be no, that doesn't work because then you'd actually be walking around blind, so it completely defeats the purpose. But okay, fine, just wear the glasses and make them super big so it obscures your your one eye, and then it looks like you got the two eyes and a fantastic mustache. If you learn German, I'll of course help you. Please learn German. It might happen at some point. It might happen at some point. Don't know where, but it might happen because I do like the idea of learning German. Did I say what animal I want to be? Yeah. I think a killer whale. I think would be something that I would be on board for being if I was an animal, as a killer whale. Especially if we're in a reality of being an animal where you don't have to worry about humans. It'd be great. If I was to pick an animal to be, I'd probably go with a thorny devil. Oh, I know the thorny devil. Is that the one that also like shoots defensive liquids as well? Hello?
Hello?
Bonjour.
Hello?
Ciao.
Hello?
Guten Tagen. I think I said it wrong and they left, offended. Welcome to the server access, human. Welcome, congratulations on saving your points. Now, human, are you familiar with the steps that you now need to take from here on out? Can't Swedish is an easy language to learn, or Duolingo? Is that because, again, the origins of the English language had a great deal of influence from that area of the world? Yes, it was, Antalya. Yes, it was. Thought I'd throw it in there just for you, or at least attempt. I go with Thorny Devil because I lay in the sun all day and drink air moisture. I don't need actual water. Not because of the other thing. Thank you for clearing that up, Glitch. Thank you for clearing that up. There are some people out there that do believe that they don't need water or food, right? There are some people out there that literally believe that they can just stand in the sun, right? And absorb the energy from the sun, and it just gets converted into everything they need. What is that called? Hang on. People that think they only need sun and no food. What are they called? Breatharians. Breatharians believe that the human body can be sustained by sunlight and air, and that a nourishing life force called prana can be absorbed from the air. They also believe that surviving on non-food substances allows people to live healthier, more spiritual lives. So, yes, according to that, the key to success is not to eat and only stand in sun. Can't be an emu. They have won wars against humans. Aye, they have. And they're absolutely terrifying things. Absolutely terrifying. Who in chat's been close to an emu? Who in chat has been right up and close and personal with emus? I'm curious. Photosynthesize, they think they're flowers. I'm a pretty flower and I'm gonna absorb the sun. That actually sounds more like a villain flower. You know, I shall absorb the sun and then I shall be the biggest flower of all. Swedish is like Latin, French, and German mixed together. Ah. I actually haven't heard of that way of looking at it, Zephyr. Because I can definitely think of like Swedish is like definitely got some probably Germanic sounds to it. But I haven't heard it compared as like Latin and French and German mixed together. That's interesting. With what? An emu! Big emu bird! Been within a few meters of one? Nah. The question, how did you find it, Jasper? Did you get intimidated being next to an emu? Because the thing is with emus do, for me, I feel like emus scream evil bird. Giant evil chicken. Is how I look at emus. They if they get a chance, they would lash out. They're not fun. If you want to be a big Aussie bird, go with the cassowary. Those things are dinosaurs. They had the claws the size of cats that can rip through car doors. Honestly, no, true. If you are unfamiliar with cassowaries, chat, if you are unfamiliar with cassowaries, have a bit of a Google. Have a little bit of a look. They're a very interesting, again, yeah, but prehistoric looking dinosaur bird that are just basically death with wings. Be right back on a photosynthesize. Yeah, don't forget to photosynthesize, everybody. Everybody make sure to get their photosynthesizing done today, yes? I pet wallabies a handful of times. Aww, wallaby. I do like wallabies. I always have a soft spot for wallabies, especially rock wallabies. Adorable things. The closest I've ever been, I think, to a wallaby or a kangaroo. Like, well, no, I say that. The closest I've had a kangaroo grab my arm before. But I remember when I was a younger lad and we rescued a baby kangaroo. And I remember, like, feeding a baby kangaroo a bottle of milk. I remember feeding baby goats too. Baby goats, baby sheep, baby cows. There are many cute benefits to growing up on a farm. Cassowaries are pretty, and I never hope to see one in the wild. You know, the thing is, Textus, I would say that if there was a bird that existed today, or a creature that existed today that I would put close to being what I imagine the personality of, like, a raptor, a dinosaur. Raptor would be like. I could imagine them being very cassowary-like. I will get that sorted for you right now, human. Bear with me. What was that? What was that? What was that sound? I heard sound. Ba 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 ba. Let us go. Where are we? Okay. Boop. Bump. Bop. 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 But you should have access to the whitelist application now, human. You can't just say a kangaroo grabbed your arm and not elaborate. I swear I've told the story about the kangaroo grabbing my arm in the past. Because the way that so I used to work. I'll tell the story again. So everybody sit back, relax, kick up your feet. Here's a bit of story time with Khan. So when I was, again, a younger man, I worked on a trout farm, a wonderful trout farm for fishing trout. But as part of the actual company went, they also operated as a slight kind of like animal caring place. So they had deer, they had kangaroos, they had emus, and a few others. But I was in charge, essentially, one day of feeding the kangaroo, the kangaroos. Now, what you got there is basically you got your food, you drive up to the enclosure, and you'd get to the gate. Now the thing is, just recently, the kangaroos had a little baby kangaroo, so there was a little Joey, in the enclosure with them, which made the father kangaroo a bit protective. So when it came to feeding the kangaroo, you would essentially have your little bag of food slung over your shoulder, and you would unlock the gate and you would push the gate open. And the second you would push the gate open, the kangaroo just went and grabbed your arm. As second as there was a room for your hand to be grabbed, it grabbed the arm. And it was a firm grip. Kangaroos are strong, not just in legs and tail, but they got muscles. They got muscles. And so they grabbed my arm, and the only way to get into the enclosure to feed the other kangaroos and the baby Joey and such like that is to bribe the kangaroo with a loaf of bread. And only when the kangaroo received the loaf of bread was your arm released from the crushing grip of an extra large rabbit. Bread is good. Bread is good, Lily. Bread is good. But, so that's the closest I've been to a kangaroo, was literally having my arms grabbed by kangaroos. And it was also at that same job that I had to deal with the emus. It was at the other job where I had to deal with it was at the same job where I had to deal with the deer as well. So there are a whole bunch of animals there, as well as fish. He drives a hard bargain. Give me your life, mate, or your arm gets it. Struth, take your life for bread, mate. I don't want any trouble. I've picked up echidnas, blue tongues, frill-necked lizards, spiders, yabbies, marine cars, lambs, baby goats, chickens, ducks, joey, rosettas, magpies, tawny frogmouths, tree frogs, golden orb weavers, tadpoles, crows, rabbits, cat, dogs, foxes. If I keep going, the top will be completely different by the time I'm done. Or I'll run out of letters. You might run out of letters, but that's a lot of animals. Can't in Swedish is easy. Hi in Swedish is that hesh or hesh? And milk in Swedish is milk. Milk? I'm probably saying that completely wrong. I think I haven't picked up echidnas. I've definitely picked up blue tongue lizards. I remember at one of my jobs as well, we were cleaning up a property, and all of a sudden we had like 20 people start screaming and panicking, and we go over there because we're like, what's everyone panicking about? What's happening? Like, there's a snake! There's a snake! It wasn't a snake, it was a blue tongue lizard. And it was stuck, surrounded by a circle of people, so I just went there and picked up and transferred it away, made it have a nice happy day. So, and as for, so that was that. I don't think, I'm trying to think if there's any other special animals that I've handled. I've gone wading with dolphins. I've gone wading amongst the dolphins in the ocean. I've done that. Has anyone swam with dolphins? Have I? You see eagle? I have seen a few. I've seen Australian like wedge-tailed eagles for sure. I've seen many of them. And I've only seen one American eagle when I was over in America. I've seen eagles. J in Swedish is pronounced as Y. Okay, so that was right. Mjölk. Okay, good. Okay, I was thinking that the J was going to become basically a Y. It just made sense. Otherwise, it would just be mjölk. And I don't think that sounds as appropriate as mjölk. What about drop bears? Those terrifying drop bears hanging out in those trees. When the wind blows and you go underneath those gum trees, Struth, mate, you don't know what's going to come down. All right, you'd think you're enjoying your day. It's nice and sunny out. You're wearing your short sleeve, having a bit of a tinny. All of a sudden, you hear the terrifying sound of a drop bear falling through the air at terminal velocity. You look up into its beady eyes as it approaches you at a full speed, arms outstretched like a little furry demon. Next thing you know, it's latched to your face, you're screaming, it's laughing, it's a horrible time. Drop bears, evil little things. I've seen an albino elephant. Really, Antalya? That actually seems like it would be like a really magical thing to see. Like, that would be so rare. Swam with sharks, text us. What kind of sharks? And thank you very much, Killer Potato England. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on board. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream. But the O in, or I'm sure there's a particular term for that particular O. It's pronounced like the EA in search. So it becomes milk. I have no idea if that's right. Only Sam with humans, the most terrifying creatures. Hop on board with Hatsy. Terrifying things. If I go to a beach and I see people on that beach, I'm going home. That's not a safe beach to go to. You need an abandoned beach. You American? I am not American. I am Australian. From the land down under. It was still pretty small, so cute. I'm jealous. That would have been amazing to see. A little baby albino elephant. And the Swedish letter is pronounced as O. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. So if that's the case, if we go back up. So milk. And then that is pronounced as O. Went snorkeling in a coral reef with reef sharks and they're like, reef sharks. So he didn't go swimming like with the good old great white sharks. He didn't go swimming amongst them. That's why we need to warn tourists to put Vegemite behind the ears. Drop bears, hate it. Now, a little bit of a nice little bit of a tip for you. If you're going to go for a stroll, all right, you see this jar of Vegemite. Not only is it a great snack on a bit of toast or bread, maybe mix it with some cheese. Great flavour combination. Put it behind your ears. Drop bears, hate it. Might save your life. I feel like that would go on a fake facts about Australia pamphlet. Make sure to smear Vegemite on your face daily to avoid getting attacked by Australian wildlife.
Hello there.
Kenobi. Thank you, Whisper. And thank you for the caffeine, human. Thank you immensely. Thank you, thank you. You see jellyfish? I have seen jellyfish. I've seen blue bottle jellyfish. I think I've seen a man-o-war jellyfish. And I've also seen a blue ring octopus. Bi in Swedish is... So bi in Swedish is, hey, do? Hey, because it's a D, and then you said that's pronounced like a...
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt.
Good evening, my laptop be dead as a mobile time. Dead as in no battery. Good. Glad to hear that the actual laptop is up and running and only needs to recharge. Blue bottle and man-o-war are not jellyfish, by the way. They are separate species. Are they actually? What stops a blue bottle from being a jellyfish? Blue bottle jellyfish. No, blue bottles are not jellyfish, but a type of siphonophore, which is a column. Oh, that's right. It's not a single creature, is it? The tendrils slash tentacles of a blue bottle are a separate entity from the actual like bubble part that they float around in. The actual like that. That's right. Yeah, and they kind of work together. I forgot about that. My very annoying story from when I was 7. I got stung by blue bottles. Paint when I saw them, and was very much in pain. How would you describe the pain, G? Because I've never been stung by a blue bottle. Was it bad? Do you remember it was bad? Oh, I got punched by a jellyfish. Got to hospital. That bad from a jellyfish. Actually, no, jellyfish and things from the ocean can do some nasty things. It's like, what's that? There's that shell that I'm always scared about wandering in water because it has a little shell, and at the very tip of the shell, it has like a little spiky thing that can go, and it stabs you with like a hardcore poison. Symbiosis at work. Natural. Oh, thank you, unknown. Natural example of symbiosis. It's not quite, the connection of, venom, but it's real. And thank you for the cat, Antalya. Cone snail, that's it. Texas, you are very on top of all of these animals, which is like, yep, that's the answer. Yep, that's the information. They're not jellyfish. I'm impressed. Stinging strings across my leg. Oh, yes. That was just. How long did the stinging last? I'm not in Minecraft, so you didn't get me as bad as you probably could have, Yuz. It's pronounced as Hado. Hado. So, and that's for saying goodbye. Bye in Germany is Tuss? I attempted. No, the alligator man wasn't by jellyfish. I believe it was stingray. Steve Irwin. Okay, now they eat man-o-wars to gain their venom. Is that legit? I love this. I like talking about things like this a lot because it's good to learn. I like learning, and sometimes I will very much say things that I think are real, and then if I can be corrected with proper information by chat, well, I'll take it on board. I've got no issue with being corrected if it turns out I'm wrong. And it's honestly, I like learning. So if there's, I like topics like this. You know Steve Irwin? No. Sadly, I was not fortunate enough. No. I was trying to remember if I had a small little run with them at the zoo, but I don't think I did. I think that was someone else in my family got to meet Steve Irwin, not me. But. Had an animal hyperfixation as a kid. Had a hyperfixation on diddly animals as a kid. I had a hyperfixation on grey aliens as a kid. Is that normal? You pronounced it close, kind of. It's pronounced as in wood. So wood. So chus, wood, chus. Yes, chus. We love Steve Irwin in Mexico. We love Steve Irwin in Australia. Again, honestly though, Steve Irwin's son. I can't remember the name of Steve Irwin's son. Has honestly working so hard to preserve like the legacy of Steve Irwin. It seems almost like a splitting mirror image, almost. Yeah, that's right. Hey, thank you for the lesson. Truss. Robert Owen, that's it. Imagine growing up and just from day dot you had access from like as a young kid you got to grow up with like all these amazing animals in a zoo. You know, you got to grow up with lizards, you got to grow up with alligator, no, crocodile, sorry. You got to grow up with all these interesting, like, endangered, unique things of nature. That would be incredible. His whole family is amazing. They are. They're very passionate, they're energetic, and very knowledgeable. Like, they know there's not, like, it's a whole family. It's a big legacy. But, like, there's a lot. It's a... I feel like there'll be a lot of pressure with having the Irwin name as well. A lot of pressure to like try and be an Irwin. It would be so scared of you. Don't think you would enjoy being growing up around animals? I think it'd be great. I think I'd be 6 foot under from trying to pet stuff you can't touch. Well, you know. You build up to the dangerous things. You start off small, you know, maybe pet a platypus, even though a platypus also has their venom spikes. Is it concerning that around hyperfixation? Oh, I think as kids we can have interesting hyperfixations on numerous random things for no other reason than that a growing brain is just like, yep, that's my thing. That's what I like. That's my hobby. That's the thing that I find entertaining. That's it. Bring more to that. Wood in Swedish will be tre. I mean, that's so close to just being tree. Isn't father? I can't remember. I'm trying to remember old Futhark. Futhark? Or however you pronounce that. My friend who was born in South Africa had so many exotic pets. Really? I don't think... No, I've never had an exotic pet. No, I didn't. It wasn't mine, technically, but I did help take care of a parrot. A macaw parrot. A yellow-chested macaw, or whatever. A yellow-collared? Yellow-collared macaw. Whoop. Yeah, yellow-collared macaw. I count that as semi-exotic. And that was a lovely, a very, very cheeky personality. Me and the bird didn't quite see eye to eye. You know, the owner of the bird and the bird got along like a house on fire. But if I got left behind to take care of that bird for a day or two, oh, I would have it hanging from my earlobes. G. Gordon, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on board. I do hope I said your name correctly. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream. A pleasure to have you here. Rabbits are classified as exotic pets in Australia. It's why they're expensive to treat and desegregate. Oh, I did not actually know that. I guess, yeah, they're not exactly a native animal to Australia, are they? Khan, would you want more pets? Like, one more cat that's yours. Yes and no. I love the idea of pets. I absolutely love the idea of pets, but I am terrified of being incapable of giving them the attention, the care, and the love and support that a pet needs. That's always something that I worry that that's just something that I won't be able to give properly for a pet. At least with good old Peter the fish, you know, I make sure that Peter has fresh water, and I make sure that Peter is fed nicely. Occasionally I'll rearrange, you know, the tank to spice up the location, and then he can go like, whoa, that used to be over there! And it's an exciting moment for Peter the fish. But far easier to take care of a fish, especially, look, you can see, did you see? There was Peter for a second. There he is! Look at Peter go! Go, Peter, go! Swim in that fish tank. Look at Peter go! Now they're going down. So guinea pigs. Okay, that I actually knew that one. I think. Maybe I didn't. I think I lied. Yes. Now, the thing is, I'm still trying to create new badges, by the way, for Twitch. I have some design ideas. And I even have like a rough drawing done. I kind of like a rough draft made up, because I need to recreate it on Illustrator. And again, yeah, none of the Adobe products currently want to work on my computer, so there's been a bit of a holdback there. But there are two badges that I've got in mind so far. One, obviously, is a mango badge. All right, that's number one. We have a mango badge. The next badge design that I wanted to do was Peter the Peeper's Subnautica, just eyeball, made into like a fancy kind of pin shape. Just Peter the Peeper's eyeball. I think could be fun. Another badge. Well, I had a list of ideas. Because it has to be. I'm just trying to think of things that can work nicely in a badge kind of shape. But where do I have? What keeps on making that sound? Is this the one? Is this the one? Why is that? That can't be right. What is this one? Why my image not work? Ah, yeah, there it is. Okay. Thank you very, very, very much for this 16 months, Exalted. A year and a half. Thank you very, very much. And also, by the way, I don't know if you recognize this, but this is honestly fantastic. But thank you so very, very, very much, Exalted. Honestly, it's been an absolute pleasure having you from day dot. And thank you for the support. Thank you. Thank you immensely. 16 months. Again, it's so much time has passed. So much time has passed. What year are we in? We need this as a badge. Do you though? Do ya? Yeah, let's see if I can find. I'll show you kind of what I'm thinking of the mango badge, because I can get some feedback. I've got some other things I'm working on as well, but like there's one that I want to show. I could probably open up one thing I'm working on just so I can take a screenshot of the fluffy hat. I like my fluffy hat, and there's something I'm working on. Okay, let's get this right, that one, and then I need to put, oh gosh, everything's mixed up. Bear with me, chat. Then I want to do this, and then I want to do this, and then I want to do that, and then I want to click this, and then I want to go here and select this thing, click that button, hit the enter key. Is this correct? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So the badge, the actual kind of once I get it on Illustrator, I'll be able to do it up. But this is the very first badge idea. And it can't help but it gets more bold as it progresses. Do the eyes start going more insane with each one as well until eventually my face morphs into the revolution emoji? But this was the very first one. Bloop, bloop. Something along those lines. I thought it could be quite nice. I think that's like as a good little kind of like little concept piece. Maybe make it a bit nicer, metallic, some better shading here and there, and some shadowing and such. But once I can turn that into a vector image and actually make it into a nice, clean badge, that's the very first badge that I think I'm going to release. Fixed up, adjusted, but that was my concept piece for it. So there you go, proof. I'm not just saying I've been working on it. I have been working on it. Glass mango. That's the thing. I want to make it a bit more of a beveled edge because I wanted to make a badge look kind of like one of those pin badges that you get when you go to a convention. You know, the ones with the nice like metallic beveled rim line and then the color in between, like a proper like shiny metallic badge. Oh, nice. Is there another more moldy version too? Maybe that should be the very, very last badge. Is just the moldy mango. I don't think my brain will be able to learn that in one session there, Zephyriel. And with shinies and sparkles. Yes, exactly right. Kind of make it shiny. That was just basically I wanted to see if the colors would work and if the design would kind of work. I just wanted to see, because again, it's nice to just get a bit of a concept and see. Hang on, let me just. Hang on. It's nice sometimes just to get an idea of whether the mango is good. But we will do some more work on it. Until then, it can go for now. Now that's how you make cinema. Oh, hang on. Someone's throwing it back. Catch. All right, your turn. Ha. The heat's making me mad. Now, do you want help with arting ideas since it takes time? I'll see if I can find my quick little drawing book that I wrote some notes on. Hang on. Oh, my drawing, my lovely art book. Where's the art book today? Okay. Oh, what you got? What you got, Antalya? Congratulations on your Atlantic cod. How many tears are you gonna have? We're almost at 2 years. Whatever an appropriate tier amount would be for 2 years, Z. Okay. Ideas I had, but these are ones where I'm trying to think of things that will work in a nice like shape for badges. We've got a gravity mango. I thought basically gravity mango just somehow make it look like a gravity's falling from the sky was an idea. Then I had an idea of a glitching mango because of how often my streams tend to have technical issues. So I thought a technical difficulties mango, so a mango that looks like it's kind of like glitching and warping and maybe having some pixelation. I don't know. It depends. Thank you for that, Yuz. Thank you, thank you. And the other one, of course, that I was thinking was the Peter the Peeper's Eye from Subnautica. So that's, I thought, another one. So I've got 3 that I'm pretty Static Mango. That's also a good one there. Because, like, yeah, as you can see here, this was the little thing. I like to think I kept it pretty close to how I started doing my first little drawing concept. Like, so I was like, maybe that could work as a design. And then I turned it into that. Because then I also had like my little my like nice little like lightsaber mango little idea over there, little lightsaber mango. That was my initial concept drawing before I added color. Then I had like gravity mango and all these other things here. And I think that's all, because it's just trying to figure out things that'll work in the format of bad size. I gotta go to sleep. Good night, Dad. You go get some good rest, Whisper. Sleep well, recover well, and hopefully we can see you again very, very soon. Always a pleasure to have you. And also, thank you very much for the caffeine as well. Thank you very much, Daniel. So I am open to suggestions of ideas, because again, I would obviously like to think that the badges would be related to past streams, or things community related, or a bit more there, like a bit kind of like something personal. So if people have ideas, I'm more than willing to take notes of ideas to see what will work in the format. The only thing that's stopping me down is making Illustrator and Photoshop work on my computer, which for some reason it doesn't want to. But once it does... what's the max size for Twitch badges again, Can't? The max size is 72 pixels, I believe, is the max size for badges. The max size... If we go down to here...
I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
I forgot that one existed. Whisper. I haven't heard that one played in so long. I forgot. So, yeah. So the biggest image size is 72 by 72 pixels. It then drops down to medium size, which is 36 by 36 pixels. And then after 36 pixels, it becomes 18 by 18 pixels. So very, very small, which is why I need to make sure that I can actually get a vectorized image so I can actually reduce the size without losing the quality. And it's just annoying that there's not many programs that have dedicated vectoring built in. A mango with a gun and a mango with a saxophone. I like those ideas, but to put it in perspective, we're talking about like making something that is this into like something about... I can't even make it small enough. Like, really tiny. And as you can see, once you make it really, really tiny, it starts losing that quality. So I need to make that actually look good all the way through. And imagine that size, but also having like a saxophone or a little gun emote. It would be very difficult to tell exactly what you're looking at, sadly. I mean, if we went slightly bigger, but even then. You could have the mango slowly ripening from green to orange, then changing colors for the 2+ year badges, like purple, blue mango, just to be a bit funky. Funky. Okay, mango slowly ripening. Okay, there we go. Very first suggestion in the book. Very first suggestion. Very first. So what's the next? I do like that. That's a good idea. It's whether we want to commit entirely to just mango kind of theming, or if we want to kind of go for a mix of things that have been core moments for streaming and community and chat. I should try to draw concepts of your ideas. So what you got to do is vector them. That's the thing, Glitch. That's the only thing that's stopping me at the moment. From most of the art that I have to do that I want to release for stream, the only thing that's really stopping me at the moment is that I actually can't actually maintain the quality needed because none of the programs that I have or need to make those images actually work nicely want to work for whatever reason. I find Adobe software tends to be a bit temperamental at times. And it just wouldn't let me use the programs. But we'll figure that out at some point, I'm sure. I mean, what would you say if you had... Okay, let me throw you a bit of a hypothetical situation. Now, say you had to describe your... perfect moment to a friend or someone you know, and you had to explain my streams, and they asked you, like, well, what's like the best moment that happened for you when you watched? What would be the example that you gave? Would it be something like the Tears of the Kingdom falling off my glider as I got stuck in the floating island right at the beginning of the game? Or would it be gravity related? Would it be scary sounds related? Would it be things like that? Because, like... Oh yeah, I'm also just going to make my note here of Peter the Peeper's eyeball. I'm just going to add that to the list. Peter the Peeper's eye. The best moment? I have no idea. My memory is bad. Are you sure the best moment is just any moment where you can get away with your cheeky chaos that you bring to the table areas? Yes, bring it that time you fell off a glider, remember? Yes, cooking pot. Honestly, cooking pot. Evil Tears of the Kingdom cooking pot. Dobby. Dobby? Dobby's not a bad one for a badge. FZ would be alright for the potential of creating a concept piece for Dobby. Dobby the badge. I broke my pencil. It's all good. Cat and asses. That's it. Mic drop. I don't know how I would create Cat and asses. I have no clue. Hang on. Cat and asses. That's added to the list. Added to the list. Oh, DJ, I only just realized I am so sorry for taking this long. I was so focused on finding my sketchbook and drawing. Thank you so much for the bits there, DJ. I do appreciate it. 95! Thank you immensely. I really do appreciate it. So, and sorry it took me so long. I do apologize as well, chat. I feel like I have my better moments, but I really don't mean to be like not reading out things or noticing things. I just get distracted. And when I get distracted, I just tend to want to focus on the thing that I'm thinking about, because multitasking in my brain doesn't mix. You give us a cat and asses for old time's sake. Oh, I don't even know if I could still do it. there are also different versions of Dobby that have never been seen. Hang on a second, I need to quickly go to an intermission screen. But, are you saying, Z, Scam Nasus? I don't know how I'd turn that into something, but I like the idea. Are you saying, Z, that you have been holding on to a vault of Dobbies? You've been holding on to a vault. So he doesn't have eyes. Okay, now, Z, I have a feeling that would be absolutely terrifying to look at. It's just this eyeless Dobby. I don't think plushies are at something to even think about, and those are definitely not plushies that I would be able to make. They're lovely cats, but they ain't my cats. NASA. Oh, interesting. I should do like a Kerbal Space Program stream. I'll find them. I am both excited and preemptively terrified. Karen Nasus. Oh, that's something. Karen. What would be the best way to do a Karen? Like, obviously the way to do that would probably do the, either create a badge that looks like a Karen-styled haircut, or a badge of me with a Karen haircut? I don't know. Karen, as it walks up to Moon, asks for the manager. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. Don't you disbelieve for a second. I'll do it. By the way, just as a heads up, the week you decided to take off was also the week of my cake day. I missed your cake day, Exalte. Well, a happy belated cake day to you. I hope it was a good one, and I hope you had a good day. I can't believe I missed it, and that I'm only finding out about it now. I'm only finding out about it now as well. The heck? No, but a very, very, very happy belated cake day. I hope it was absolutely incredible. Breaking into NASA stream when? That can only go well for me. It could only go well. What's the worst thing that could happen with breaking into NASA? I say breaking into Area 51 stream. That's the real ticket. Hello, I'm new to your streams from Pearl. Why do we call you Karen? Because once I make a decision, I'm stubborn and you can't change my mind. That's why! I feel like that's the most real answer I've ever given. You guys had a poll suggestion? Cat Nasus? I mean, you can do the poll. You can do the poll. It's just giving me a nice little idea of what is coming. Pearl Nasus. How would you do Pearl Nasus? What would be the way of doing something like that? Pearl Nasus. You just remind me, mine was 2 weeks ago. You had your cake day 2 weeks ago, Glitched. Is that what you're saying? Also, I need to take a very quick stroll out of the room. I'm going to go for a quick bathroom break, as well as a chance to get some fresh non-oven air. So I will be back momentarily. Until then, have a little think, have a little ponder of some suggestions. I also still need to finish working on the guillotine. Revolution emote that I still need to release. I need to get that working. But I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. Yes, 82%. How do I look on camera at the moment? Not too bad. Not too bad. It's still very warm. Still very warm in here. I love democracy. Look, when was the last time I did Catnassus? When was the last time we did a Catnassus? How many weeks, how many months has it been? Depending on the answer there, I may go through with the result of the poll. And also, thank you very much, Aphrodite111, for the follow. Welcome on board. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream. It's a pleasure to have you here. Last time we did Catnassus should be today. A few months? Has it really been a few months? Is this the sound that plays when chat assembles to get Catnassus to play? In August, I would assume, when the first server started. Gosh. It has been a little time, hasn't it? Can you learn Japanese alphabet? I don't think I will be able to learn that straight away either. A lot of these I would have to dedicate more time to, Zafriel. Definitely not in all just on stream. Also, chat, I think one of these days I'm going to have to do another art stream. I'm getting back into art. I tried drawing a person again the other day. I did a sneaky. I did a side profile view, so I didn't have to add any full like depth or shading to the face. I said, full profile. Let's go good old fashioned profile where it's just straight on. And I had fun doing that. It's good getting back into art. The problem is, I wish I had a much better camera because I like showing off my art. I don't show my art off very often. I used to be incredibly incredibly self-conscious of my art. Very, very much so. These days, I'm a bit more comfortable with showing it off. Because I also like showing it off because that's how I can get constructive criticism. And then I can go, oh yeah, I see what you mean. I can improve it with that. Yes, new stream starting screen. Maybe. Hang on a second. Just curious if I've got something. Bear with me. I remember you showed us your sketchbook a month or two ago. Yeah, and it's along the same lines. I took a little break from drawing after I did that. Because like the person that I drew this team, again, side profile, and I just tried to go, because again, this is just how I like drawing things. Let's see if I can actually yeah. I started kind of putting things together, but yeah, I was having fun. Side profiles are a lot easier to do if you're not worrying about making sure that you can see the other eyeball or the hint of the other side of the nose or the way the mouth curves. It's just fun to do a good old-fashioned profile piece. Okay, let's see if I can take a screenshot of this, because I think this could be fun to take a little screenshot of. Self-portrait? I'd never intended to be a self-portrait. Okay, let me get my little snipping tool here. New. And then let's go with that. And then let's save this, and I'm going to call it Fluffy. Let's call it Fluffy. And let's copy that, save that. Let's go up here. Let's transfer that. Let's change that into that. Can I show? Look, this is a little bit of a sneak peek, but look at the fuzz. Look at the fuzz. It's so fuzzy. I'm so happy with how fuzzy it turned out to look. I'm really happy with the texture on that. I'm not showing you the rest of the image because it's spoilers, but I'm so happy with the texture on that. Fuzzy hat. Turned out way better. So there's a bit of a sneaky little look into something there. Can you want some German language help? Not at the moment, Zephyr. Not at the moment. But I do appreciate the offer. Thank you very much. It may happen down the line, but at the moment.
A very Merry Christmas and the happiest New Year. Ho, ho, ho.
Dang you, Santa, get off my roof. It's not your parking zone and it ain't Christmas yet. Yeah, get out of here. Take your daughter and your Blitzen and get out of here. It's red. It's red. Top hat? Who does that look like a top hat? It could be any kind of hat. Who's to say it's a top hat? Did Khan kill Red from Angry Birds? No. No. No, definitely not. But that is something that is a bit of a sneak peek there. That's a very, very early sneak peek. I'm starting to wonder whether I should have even done this. But Fluffy! Anyway. Wait, is that a hat? I thought it's like some black paper. No, it's a hat. It's a hat. It's a hat. What do you mean, is it a hat? Father Christmas Adam Butterbur. But I think temperature-wise, by the way, chat, I think I'll probably be able to go probably for another 20 minutes. It's getting real bad in here. I posted Dobby in the Mango Media. Let's have a little look-see. I also just got to witness Human's brilliant mic stand. What a mic stand. Oh my goodness. What on earth? First of all, that's ZBrush, I'm pretty sure, but that is, oh my, Z. It's rare that I'm at a loss for words, like properly at a loss of words, but it's a thing of beauty. See, honestly, it's a work of art, and also, I will. ZBrush. Hey, I didn't even think of that. That's cool. I will give Cat Nasus, because again the poll was yes. It's only fair, and it has been quite a number of months. I am incredibly out of practice with making a cat sound. The sound I have been that I have taken an interest into learning at the moment is Donald Duck. So, a bit out of practice with cat, might become duck. We'll find out. Because apparently the way that making it, this actually is related to a cat sound, is apparently one of the ways of doing Donald Duck. And I'm not very good at it. I get it like a fraction of Donald Duck for a second. I need to perfect where the tongue rests. But essentially using the same sound as the cat hissing sound with the tongue placed at the back. You do the same hissing sound, but with your tongue placed up to the side, resting up sideways. And when you do the sound, it should become more of a kind of sound like Donald Duck, but I can't do it very consistently. Nah, it's going to sound horrible. I'm not going to put it in the microphone until I actually learn it properly. But apparently that's how you do it. Hissing sound, tongue back to the side. Don't move the tongue at all. The tongue becomes a rigid position, and you just control the sound of Donald Duck via the cheek movement and lip movement, but the tongue never moves, and it's the same sound action throughout. It's just learning how to rest your tongue and getting that consistent. My Minecraft keeps telling me that I am not connected to the internet when I can freely browse the internet. So until I figure it out, I guess I can't play with you. What do you... So wait, hang on. My Minecraft keeps telling me that I'm not connected to the internet when I can freely browse the internet. So until I figure it out, I guess I can't play with you. That sounds like a... Minecraft says can't connect. There's no internet. I do love tech help. Restart your computer or device and see if this fixes the issue. Yes. Yes. It's a good first step, but how permanently fix? Try connecting using an Ethernet cable instead of using Wi-Fi. If you're using a wireless connection, ensure that you have a stable connection to your router. I love that evil laugh so much. Actually, I'm curious. I'm gonna have to mute slightly, I think, so sound doesn't come through. But let's see if I can find it, because there is an all-time favorite laugh or evil laugh of mine, so I'm gonna see if I can find it. Hang on. I love that evil laugh so much. I think it's... Let's see if I can find it. Where is it? I think it's here, maybe? Come on, where is it? I need to find it. Come on. Nah, I don't know if I'll be able to find it. But if anyone wants to try and find the laugh from... Yes. Hang on. Yeah, I'll find it. I'll clip it. I might turn that into a sound alert, honestly, because it's my favorite laugh. It's not, but yeah, no. I won't play that because it has some stuff in that I don't want to potentially get in trouble with. But it's essentially, if you look up the movie The Shadow starring Alec Baldwin, the laugh from the character The Shadow from the starring Alec Baldwin is the laugh that is a signature laugh that sticks with me for life. Can't will there be a Duolingo stream in the future? Maybe not an entirely dedicated Duolingo stream, but when I get into an actual proper routine with it, I have no issue with doing the occasional lesson, at least on stream. Still no cat and asses. You gotta let me get myself ready and prepared. You know, I've gotta be mentally prepared for cat. Because if I go in and try and make a cat sound and instead all I do is say moo, we're gonna have some real confusion here. The Shadow knows. Yes! That was a decent movie. It was a very decent movie. I think it's very underrated. The fact that it had Tim Curry in it as well. It had... Oh, hang on. No, it had Ian McKellen, I'm pretty sure, as well. It had a fairly decent cast. But you don't hear many people talk about The Shadow. I think it kind of got a bit... oh, thank you very much for the posture check. Thank you very much for the caffeine, DJ. And thank you very much for the stretch. Like, it was... I watched that when I was a kid. So, as a kid, technically, I think my very first, like, anti-hero film would have been The Shadow. Karen, when will you dye your hair blonde? I don't think... I mean, I was a lot blonder when I was younger, but I don't think blonde will suit me these days. Now I want to hear Cow Nassus as well. There you go. There's Cow Nassus. I hope that was worth it. What's that game where you decipher a language? Lots of people were watching it a while back. A game where you decipher the language? I'm not familiar prepared. Unless I had, it might be just one of those, because would we decipher a language? Inscription. That's the one where you're stuck in a cabin, right? And you have to get out and you have to play games against the ominous figure. Alien one. Because I know there was that movie where they had to learn the language of the aliens. They would do the weird symbols in the foggy room. What was that called? Arrival? And before we get a micro stream of Khan trying to pass the TikTok cat sound game thing. There's a TikTok cat sound game? Try and say that super fast. TikTok cat. Bleh, that's a tongue twister. TikTok cat sound game. If you try it, TikTok cat sound game. Almost a tongue twister. Hang on. Alien game decipher language. Alien game decipher. Oh, thank you. Of course it was yours. Why am I not surprised? Why is my enter key not working? Oh, is it called Xenolanguage? A game about alien language and human memory? Is that it? Or is it Totem? Or is it Totem? The game Totem. Ah! I did stretch. I swear I stretched. I swear I did. I did the full, like, I swear. What do you mean, of course it was me? What makes you think that? I don't know. If there's ever an attempt to scare me, generally I think it's going to be yours. All your shenanigans, yours, have basically just made me go, oh, if there's any shenanigans, it's yours. Animal sound game. We're going past the kitchen one anyway. I haven't heard of this, Exalte. This is new. This is different. Text us. I thought, it'd be nice, not to be worrying about, feeling like you're the one that has the reputation of being a chaos bringer. All right? I thought it'd be nice. Also, I need to... Thank you! I just need to quickly practice the cat sound. Hang on a second. All right. I can do it. But you're not getting me on camera doing it. Goes outside, picks up cat, brings cat into room, holds in front of microphone. Try totem prepared. When I typed in when I was doing my research before, a game called Totem popped up, but not the Totem card game. A different game. And I believe as well the a YouTuber IGP played it as well, but I can't remember what the game was called. I should at least be given partial credit for chaos. I feel like everyone in the community has shares in this chaos. But you don't get me on camera, but I will do. Just for you. And also, by the way, thank you very much for the bits unknown. I forgot to say that when I read your message. Stall Nasus. No! And no face cam. Not for the cat sound. It's easier for me this way. Okay. Again, it's one of those things where I've already practiced it. I've practiced it now off microphone, and now I bet you were doing it in the microphone. It's not going to sound right. Nah, I'm bad. It was so much better before. Nah, I'm out of practice. I can't do it, chat. I can't do it. Stage fright. Panic stage fright. And you got more than one there, so I don't want any complaints. You got more than one attempt there. No, yes, I just said. Dang it, yes. Gosh dang it, yes. Why you gotta go and do that after I said the things I done did say? I don't have any shares. I sell them all immediately to yours. Out of curiosity, how many people from this community have seen an in real life Catnasis? If memory serves me right, Exalted, I think only one. And I think you know who that is. But I'm pretty sure in real life Catnasis has only ever happened once. Oh, yeah. Unless we count Pearl as a part of the community in this question, in which case Pearl has definitely seen me practice that sound before. Hey, unfortunately, not from me, Zephyr. I can't do that. I don't have a clue, and Nugget and Olive, there, I can't take anything from them. Not my cattles. Fish says hi, please say hello back to Fish. What do you mean, in real life, Catnasis? Face to face, in person, not through face cam or stream. Jewelry? I don't know what kind of jewelry would be able to be done as like a special kind of thing related to the Carnassus name. He practices. He does care about Catnassus. I care about making sure that the sounds and voices that I do are as accurate as I can possibly do. Yes. Only one person has ever seen it. And that was very early on in the Catnassus as well. Thank you so much for the server, Khan. I was looking all stream because I was playing it. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that you're enjoying it and having fun. I'm glad that you're able to play and lurk. That's, you know what? That makes me happy. Honestly, hearing people or seeing that people are happy and enjoying the server as much as they are, that makes me happy. I'm glad. I'm glad that everyone's been able to join in. And the like ping's still been fine, connection's been fine. No breaking of server, no issues. Have there been any issues we've discovered with the server so far? And I will do the poll, yes, I haven't forgotten. Before you think I'm trying to get away with not doing it, I'll do it now.
Starting the poll. There you go.
That needs to change. Next PAX, we need a Catnassus meetup. I don't know how well that would... I mean, what a sight that would be. A Catnassus meetup. Just everyone in a circle making cat sounds at each other. Wait, there is a new server? Yes, I launched a new server yesterday, Unknown. It's a Vanilla Plus server. So it is actually able to be played and run on most people's computers. So the last mod pack was pretty intensive. This one's a lighter mod pack so people can actually join in. And it seems to be going pretty smoothly. Can't you need to change the sleep requirement to only 1 and Waystone XP's also to 1. I know how to do the sleep requirement. I'm not sure about the Waystone XP to change that. I'll probably have to go into the file. I'll probably have to find the actual adjustment for that. I'll figure it out. If there's any times where I have to adjust the server, of course I will let you know in advance before I stop the server to do any adjustments to files. Like Hermitcraft, but I can't. No, not quite. It's a community Minecraft server, so it's not quite a Hermitcraft, but it's a lovely server for everyone in chat and the community to join in and play games together, and also I can join in and play the server there. And again, the fact that it's running smoothly. Oh, it's so nice. I should have thought about that a lot more before I did the modded server. I should have thought about that a lot more because even... no, look, my computer's not the best computer in the world, but it functions alright. And the fact that I was having some issues with performance on that mod pack probably should have led me to believe that maybe that wasn't the mod pack to release. But, you know, we do these things and we learn from these things. It's running so much smoother for me. Brilliant. I'm very, very, very glad. You know how to change the Waystone requirement, yes? Is it in a notepad file or is it console based? Because I could definitely do either. Because do we know, actually, if we know what the mod pack is called, I'll look up the mod pack straight away because that way I can just do it straight in advance. One of my favorite moments from PAX was you being Pearl's biggest fan and getting your badge signed by Pearl. We signed each other's. It was a good moment. Good times. More Catnassus, yes. Well, you've got a little bit more time with me, so maybe it'll happen before I wrap up. We'll see. We'll see. You cheeky, cheeky chat. Only 2 people voted no. We should start a which. I mean, 2 people voted no and 1 person voted no last time. Suddenly, the want for Katnassus. The odds are slowly, the tides are turning. Fabric Waystones. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yep, configs folder. Okay. Within that will be a Waystones folder, and within that will be a configs.json file. I'll open that line in a text thing, so I'm probably gonna have to use FileZilla or something to access the files, but that's all right. Okay, yeah, no, that's doable. That's absolutely doable, chat. I can get the Waystones adjusted. We don't need to change it. Cost 2 levels if you only have 2, but it costs way less than 1 if you have more than 2. What? So don't worry about it. No need to adjust. No touching it. Are you coming to TwitchCon, Rotterdam, and PAX West next year? No idea. I've got no plans at the moment about such things. Time will tell, depending on life-like situations, and, you know, convenience, and able to get there, and how life is, maybe. But I'm never going to be able to promise until I know exactly for sure if I can. So at the moment, unsure, uncertain. Future will tell. It's a set XP amount, not based on level. Ah! Okay. In that case, I shall not touch it. I shall leave it to be. Please come to Europe. I would love to come to Europe. I would love to. That's definitely on my to-do list. 100% it's on my to-do list. No matter what. I want to travel. I got places I want to go, things I want to see. Places to experience, views. The thing is, it's just finding time. Always finding time. And do you know something I've realized these days, chat, is whenever I go to an event or a place that's special, I no longer take any pictures. When I was younger, I would always take pictures if I went somewhere. I was like, oh, that's cool, take a picture. Oh, that's a cool moment, take a video. So I'm like, I don't take any videos or pictures of anything anymore. I tend to have just my phone in my pocket when I go to events. Is that normal? I have somehow gone from taking memories on the phone and just being in the moment. And honestly, it's a lot nicer not having to worry about taking photos and getting the best angle and the lighting or making it look perfect for the photo. It's a lot nicer. It's a lot nicer just to stand and go like, that's good. What if you have a lot of money next year? Will you come? If it is, it's not necessarily a money thing. I mean, obviously, yes, money plays a part of travel. Always plays a part in travel. You know, getting the tickets to go there and then finding a place to stay. That, of course, costs money. But it's mainly about just depending on how life is going with work or convenience or health or opportunity. So, many, many variables. Gone for something to watch. Try Delicious in Dungeons. It's a really good anime. That was something I remember reading years ago before it even became an anime. But it was only when the first few chapters had been released. Gosh. Talk about a type of different style, eh? Nothing quite like that out there, I don't think. I mean, there's lots of food anime and manga where they eat food and they get sent to a different dimension as they relive like memories, and then there's a rainbow that appears in the sky and there's lots of sparkly effects. But not in a fantasy dungeon setting. Well, you are maturing, getting old. Why'd you have to add that in brackets at the end, Charizard? Why'd you gotta do that? You could have just left it with maturing. You didn't have to go and jump in by saying getting old. Look at this. I don't see any gray hairs. Do you see any gray hairs? No, exactly right. I'm still young. I'm still hip. I'm still cool. How old are you? I'm 29. So I'm still under 30. You know. So, technically, I'm still in my prime. I've got grey in my sideburns. I earned it. You know what? I'd say, honestly, I think grey can look dang good. Grey in sideburns and beard or stubble, I think it adds character. I think some grey or white hairs mixed in gives it that kind of like salt and pepper kind of look, which I think looks dang good when it comes to facial hair. My hair is still brown while my beard is grey. So you got the both. Living the best of both worlds. So is it like completely grey compared to the hair? My favorite anime series is Spy Times Family. Coincidentally, it is also the only anime that I watched. What are the odds of that being the case in yours? The cool kids don't say hip anymore. Papa K? What do the cool kids say, Exalte? That's cap? That's no cap, bruh? I'm totally on top of it. It comes so naturally to me. It's like my second language. I will say, do you know, it's a weird thing. The thing that I've noticed as I'm getting older is because like growing up, I would always watch movies, and you would always have like those movies where a kid is like watching the older man, and he's like either snipping nose hairs or getting that nose hair trimmer. And I always expected as a growing up, I was like, so the hair in the nose gets really long. And for years I was like, what do you mean? Hair doesn't grow in the nose. There's nothing going on there. It's the same as it's always been. There's no hair in the nose that's going to cause me any issues. And that's the thing that I've noticed as I'm getting older. Nose hairs. I never had nose hairs until I started apparently aging. And then all of a sudden, within the last year or so, it's like, hey, guess what? Here's a sign you're getting older. Have some nose hairs. And I don't know why I decided to share that, but I did. What you're going to do with that information, I don't know. But now you know what lies within the nose. As long as, I don't start getting ear hairs. As long as I don't get ear hairs that just like poof out, I think I can deal. Skibbity, skibbity. I just saw that scene. Skibbity. Hairy nose gang? Let's everyone have a moment of appreciation and support for those that have hairy noses. Let's all just have a moment to cheer on the nose hairs. Go, nose hairs, go. And for those that have nose hairs, let them grow. Embrace your nose hairs. Let's hear it for the nose hairs. Z. I'm starting to realize it. There's a reason why I don't speak in the cool lingo anymore. And the ear hair. No, that's a good point, Pat. That's a very good one. All the hair, nose, ears, etc. Exactly right. Exactly right. They have a purpose. What is the purpose of a beard just to look like a beard? Is that the only purpose of a beard? That being said, anyone that has a really nice beard, I'm also jealous of. I wish I could grow out a beard because my beard gets to about this length and then it just becomes an absolute nightmare. But I'd love to have a beard that I could grow like down to there and get all nice and trimmed and clean up, and I could just stand there and brush my beard on a rainy day and listen to some nice music, and it's a nice little moment with me and my beard. Too much information told, but anyone that can grow like an actual nice bushy beard, I'm jealous. Hats off to you. Congratulations to your beard. May you wear it well. Connor, what did you study? I can't. I used to study professional 3D art and animation back in the day. I was a studying artist essentially. Keep your face warm in the snow. Protects face. I don't have time to explain. Khan is trying to speak Zoomerade, understandably, as I can get behind that hashtag. I will embrace that. Before we had enclosed shelter, our faces could freeze in the winter cold, and wrecked by the sun, wind, and any climate. It's an evolutionary trait to protect our fairly fragile skin. That actually makes a lot of sense, because, like, yeah, if you get a beard and it's grown up to there, and also if it grows down, it's protecting your neck, it's protecting your here. That makes sense. I can understand that. The service area keeps me cool in summer and warm in winter. Ah, natural insulation. Zephyr, it is merely because they are so wise, so knowledgeable. The true purpose of a beard is for food storage. Exactly right. Sometimes all you need to do, if you have your beard, you just part it slightly, put a sandwich in it, close it up, go about your day. OMG, people born in 2010 are 14 years old now. Why does that emotionally hit me more than it should? 2010 to now is 14 years. 14 years? I condition it every day. Oh, very nice. Do you use, like with beard, do you use beard oil, beard balm, or actual proper like shampoo and conditioner with a combination? Because like I don't know, something that's weird. Is it weird that hearing someone actually taking care with their facial hair made me happy? There's so much happening right now. So many sounds. Beard oil, nice. Yeah, beard oil's nice. Conditions it, make it smooth, can style it, get that nice little smell in your beard. I have to shave smooth because mask. Before pandemic, I had a little bit of stubble, and the difference to cold and wind tolerance and sun exposure is massively noticeable. Look, it's the same thing. Like even like I'm sure people know even with their haircut, and everyone has this experience where they let their hair grow out a bit longer, and then they get it cut, and then all of a sudden you have to adjust to the way the wind and the temperature now sits on your new haircut. So I guess that's exactly the same like with the beard. If you have the beard, you can... Should I not be talking about beards? Is it making the beard gods angry? But yeah, because it's the thing is you shave it and all of a sudden everything just hits the skin. You don't have that layer. Right, who did that one? Who did that one? Fish? Shame. Beard conditioning oil, very nice. Yes, because I get... Oh, man. I need to grow out a beard. I don't think I'm allowed to grow out my beard fully. Or else I would grow out my beard fully. But I want to grow a beard. That didn't get me that time, Pat. Too many people have played too many scary sounds. Jasper, that's rude, but I'll do it anyway, just 'cause it's you. Alright? Just know that. It's because it's you, Jasper, that I'm letting you get away with this, alright? You know, all those words you just said, that's banning material, Jasper. That's very cheeky of you. I don't... Wow! How old is Karn? Young? Hip?
Santa here. Oh,
Get off my roof again!
Merry Christmas.
Find someone else's house!
Happiest
We don't have a
Year.
chimney!
Ho, ho, ho.
How about you go home? Anyway. Don't grow a beard? But think of the beard power. But all right, let me get this poll sorted as well. That was a very short elevator ride, but I tried. Oh no, now Hi everybody. I just gonna quickly go to this. That way you don't have to see the awkward shuffle. Okay, now let's finish this poll. Cheeky poll. Almost old. Or Katniss. There you go. There's your poll. Yeah, I don't think Pearl would appreciate a big beard. I don't think that's on the house. When I had a goatee, I used a mix of soy wax and coconut oil. Smelled amazing. Actually, it sounds like it would smell amazing. And protect the whiskers from food and beverage while keeping it structured. Ooh, very nice. A mix of soy wax and coconut oil. Don't mind me. We're getting my pencil and going to my notepad. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. My ice block has melted and I'm very upset. Oh no! So, full confession, I have been wrapping a very cold ice pack towel around my neck in my intermission screens. And now it's completely melted, and now I no longer have any coolness. Yeah, be very careful with your considerations here, chat. Really think about your answer. This is very important. I won't know who voted for what, but it'll give me an idea of the kind of attitude the chat's gonna have. You won't get a good, thick beard until post 35-ish. So I've got a bit of waiting to do. But you know what, DJ? I appreciate that because you've given me hope. You've given me something to look forward to. Sad Nasus. It is a sad Nasus moment, DJ. I gotta wait for it. I gotta wait. Don't worry, I only voted for almost old. Trust. Again, I trust you, Fernando. I could never for a moment ever suspect, ever imagine that you would say I was old. Fish, what's wrong with me saying Skibbity? What's wrong with Skibbity? Kat, what are your plans for Christmas? You should go on vacation to Sweden or Germany. My Christmas plans is probably to have a barbecue. And become a lord of leisure. Maybe I'll find some kind of like mini pool where I can just lounge in a pool donut. And have people like throw nice cans of drink at me as I become a full sloth-like being going down a lazy river. Oh, no, please. No, please. Why? What's wrong with it? See, now this is definitely making me feel like Dad Nasus, because it's like I'm trying to get hip so I can talk and get along with my kids, and it's like, what up, cool peeps, and you're just like, oh no, oh, cringe, Dad Nasus is trying to relate, cringe. What's the difference between cap and no cap? Someone teach me how to be youthful. Okay. All right. Are you saying that none of you have ever just decided to do... I'm not going to say the word. Are you saying you don't say those words? I don't even know if you're muting this right. Don't worry, they only think you have skibbity frizz. Oh my goodness. God, you are 3 times older than the people that say those things, but I'm young at heart, and I act like a child. Oh, Z! Okay, no, so I'm starting to understand, because whenever Z says it, I cringe ever so slightly inside. So I understand how you're cringing with me saying it. If I'm getting, you're like, oh no, Z! Oh no, Z! I can see you being a great dad. I'm going to be a great dad when it comes to, like, embarrassing my children. That's the kind of parent I'm going to be. I'm going to pick up my kid from school, and it's going to be me as a father, but with my personality. I feel like my kid is going to be just like, don't say anything around my friends, and I'll be like, yo, what up? Have you seen the evil fish that swims in the ocean? Like, the sentences and the way I speak aren't exactly the most natural forms of speaking. Poor kid joking. Yaz, you say that at this point, if my internet disappears, I will be glad. But I bet you, if it does disappear, you would be very sad rather than glad. The evil fish. What are we picking up? Some Subnautica again? Honestly, I would be very, very, very tempted. I do need to think. I think I need to go back and finish Subnautica Below Zero, leading up to the release of Subnautica 2. I will need to go back. Hello, Don! To be fair, most of my kids' friends thought I was pretty cool. Oh, see, that's when you're winning. When your kids' friends think you're cool and you're like, your dad's so cool. That's a proud moment. Like, yeah, I am cool. Aye, true. Good mentors. Good mentors indeed. Now, the thing is, if I was to go back to Subnautica Below Zero, I am unsure if it is one where I'd start from where I was, because I think I would need to start from start again, because it's been a bit too long since I've done it, I believe. Oh, your base up belong to us. At this rate, we're going to need unfinished game counter. I like playing games. I also like playing new games, and I like playing old games. But I'm sure there's got to be streamers out there that have a worse reputation with finishing games than me, right? There's got to be streamers out there that have a worse, like, track record with finishing games than me. You could get a motorcycle. I want a road bike. I want a motorbike. I love motorbikes. but I also know what I'm like personality-wise and clumsiness-wise, so I'm not allowed near one. But I would love to ride a road bike. I'm very much into the cruiser style. I like cruiser motorbikes. Especially if you can find like a nice like naked build one where you can see like the internals, but it's done really nice. It's all Most streamers, when they don't like a game, are up front and say, we're never coming back to this. The thing is, it's rare that I play a game that I absolutely go, nah, not for me. Don't like this. Most games I play, if not 99% of the games I play, I enjoy. Thank you, Prepare. Thank you. I want a motorcycle, but I like being alive too much. That's pretty good there. I'll stand by that, yes. And I think other people, because I've mentioned it to other people in the past, that I wanted to like, because my father did motorbike riding. My brother did motorbike riding. They were part of like some groups that would do motorbike clubs and such like that. I did dirt bike riding on the farm growing up. But yeah, every time I've mentioned, I want a road bike, everyone's like, no. If you go on the road on a bike, it's only going to be bad for you. Why are you hiding, Khan? Because I feel very, very warm, and I feel like I look like I'm melting. So I am hiding in my intermission screen. That is why. Actually, it's time for some more water. It's water time, everybody. I'm flipping it. It's time for chat to hydrate. All of you hydrate now. Everybody take a sip of whatever drink they have. Ah, summer. It is a truly...
No more fluid intake. It's too much water.
I'm seeking it. I is. I swear, I'm seeking the fluid intakes. Ah, here you go. Perfect. I forgot I had that set up. Done. Coffee gone. Sag. But it was goods when drinking. But I am eating right now. Well, I demand you to put your food in a blender. Turn it into liquid food. Drink some air as if it is fluid. Has anyone ever seen, I think it came out in like 1989 or the early 90s, the fantastic underwater sci-fi suspense thriller Abyss? Anyone seen that? Can't hydrate at work. But Exalte, surely you're allowed a sip of water. Oh, spiced SMT. That is a good one. Very nice. A nice spiced tea. Delicious. I've heard of it. Nope. No. Okay. It's an older one, but essentially there is this part in it where they have to go. Yes, when I was a teen. Yes, yeah. Abyss is so good. Again, it's a classic. But if you remember, because like I saw, that Charizard said that they drank some air, and that instantly made me think of the Abyss scene, where I don't think this really counts as spoilers, but essentially at one point, but spoiler warning in advance, you and Zenzo watch the movie Abyss. That there's a scene where they have to go deep in the water, but something about the oxygen tanks can't handle the pressure. But this special diving suit they built can, and it basically fills up with breathable liquid. So you breathe this liquid gel into your lungs, basically as if you were breathing like when you were developing as a baby. And I don't actually know if that's real technology or not. But if it is, you can definitely drink air. Dobby's not a cursed elf. You say that. Hello?
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 Hello? If you're looking for Santa, Santa's not here anymore. They've left the roof. I kicked them off. Yes, can't watch. No, that honestly, Furious. I completely understand. That scene was pretty intense. It's a pretty intense scene, that one, especially if you watch it when you're younger. And isn't that Sphere, not Abyss? No, Sphere is the one that has Samuel L. Jackson, and Abyss is the one that has... What is the actor name? It came out in 1989. Ed Harris. I think it's... Yeah, Ed Harris is the main... The main, I think, character, I think, in The Abyss. That was a bad laugh. Yeah, okay, Abyss movie, does the liquid exist? The breathing fluid the breathing fluid in the film actually exists. So it does actually exist, but it has only been thoroughly investigated in animals. Okay. So I guess technically you can breathe oxygen in this liquid oxygen because it's real. Fluorocarbon liquid, it's called. Fluorocarbon liquid. Yeah. Yeah, and the principle stands since all you need to ensure is that the lungs can transfer oxygen and can push enough fluid in out to refresh the stock of oxygen. Yes. Yeah. Oh, oxygenated perfluorocarbon. Perfluorocarbon. Okay. I was missing the per part of that. It's worth a watch for more early infancy water CG. Amazing Force. Do you know what? It actually, because I watched it, I think, about a month ago. I decided to re-watch Abyss. Thank you very much, Ben, with the beans. Thank you very much for the follow. Please sit back around and relax with your beans. Welcome. But honestly, I watched it like a month ago. And the water CG actually holds up remarkably well. Isn't dry... The thing is, Texas, I'm not entirely sure. Again, I guess that's the thing. They've tested it on animals, it looks like, but not so much, people as much. So maybe there's a particular draining technique. Maybe you have to hang upside down for a certain amount of time for the water to kind of naturally drain out. Gave me a fright. Forgot that following is the streamer notification. I do apologize for the jump scare, Ben. I do apologize. And if it makes you feel any better, Ben, a lot of the time I'll hear the notification sound and it'll give me a fright. But I think I'm going to be wrapping up shortly, chat. It's getting a teeny little bit too warm in here for comfort, and I'm starting to really feel it now. And I'm actually, what is the internal temperature of my computer? Do I still have my... Apparently, I cannot find out what, because of my monitoring application apparently no longer exists. Interesting. I don't remember uninstalling that. Oh dear. Oh my. They literally had to invent the way how they did the water effects in the movie. That's the thing. And it's CG back then. It all of it was really difficult. If you look into any of the videos and the old like interviews and behind the scenes of creating even the original Star Wars, and how they had to basically invent the special effects, machines, programming, software, all the techniques because of how they decided to do Star Wars. And the same thing as well, I think one of the other movies, surprisingly, one of the other movies that was a very big thing for creating water effects, I think one of the very first was Evan Almighty. Apparently was a big pusher for realistic water effects, and now it's become a lot easier just in general in the industry. The Terminator 2, the CGI for the liquid form still can be respected. Honestly, the scene where they go through the bar, when they go through the jail bars in Terminator 2, and it just like warps around them, massive respect for that scene in Terminator 2. Massive respect. There are some amazing things, because again, they, rather than like 3D software that we use these days, a lot of the 3D stuff that they do, they were just running through number programming and coding to make the 3D stuff work. They didn't have the convenience of having nice 3D modeling programs that you can adjust and do all the stuff straight away in it. That had to evolve from people really paving the way. But I'm going to call it there, chat. I hope you have enjoyed the Just Chatting. I'm going to go back onto the screen. Hi. So I hope you have enjoyed your time here on stream. Hopefully I'm going to try and get some cooling set up in this room coming up, because I don't think this room's going to handle doing streaming very nicely coming into the hotter weather. So I need to get some cooling done to prevent things like this happening in the future. Water simulation was fun when I was learning VFX. So I never got to muck around with water simulation. The stuff all I got to muck around with 3D art and programming was always just a lot of facial morphing and a lot of like character movement and morphing like that. I never really did much with water, which is a shame, because I feel like water physics would have been fun. And if anyone's ever done any of the stuff where they had to do 3D animation and such, I think everyone remembers learning how to make a ball bounce realistically, and then creating a character that walks. So the very first lessons are like make a ball bounce, then like make a character walk, make a character run, and then make a character walk, run, and then do a jump. You don't like melting? Coward. I need to be more than a puddle tomorrow. Get a personal air conditioner. I got an air conditioner, and then I found out that my window's incompatible with the parts. I've got the wrong window for the parts, so I've got this air conditioner just sitting in a box, taunting me. And I can't set it up. I can't do a proper installation. I have to redo the window entirely. I have to recut and remake a whole different size flywire screen, and then I need to attach a little board to it so I can actually thread the attachment in there correctly. I have to redo the entire flywire thing for the window to make it work. Not the end of the world, but more effort than I wanted to do. Because this needs to be hanging out the window. Also, I could just play you a nice little song with this. No, that does not sound good. I'll not do that in the microphone. Get some PVC pipes, easy fix. My thing I was thinking of, because a more permanent setup would be to have, because it has an attachment, obviously, where this slots into it. And that basically pushes out the exhaust fumes out the window. So all I need to do is essentially design a little thing, because you have basically a rectangular bracket with the shape cannon that it slots into, and it's in the rectangular bracket. So I just need to get a flywire screen that the rectangular bracket can fit into to allow that to connect. It's just a flywire adjustment, but it's just effort. And I don't have the parts to do it, so it's like, cool, I have an aircon, but I don't have an aircon. A budget accordion, yeah. But it's something I can do, and, you know, it's a nice little project. What's the worst that could happen if I start cutting into the window? Pearl wouldn't mind if I started just cutting into the flywire and shoving pipes dangling out the window. It'll be fine. She'll completely understand. She'll be supportive. If anything, Pearl will be like, bash a hole through the wall and just feed it directly through. What could happen? Can't you not try to talk like the youth raid? Fire. Bugs. Alright, bring out the facts and truth of the statement. Whatever. Fine, fine. But no. But yeah. So I've got a potential solution for the future. Just need to do some work for it. But I've got all my tools with me at the moment, so maybe I'll do it this weekend. I think at most I'll probably just need a grinder and a drill. But that's all good. Install it like you would install a cat door. Oh, that's a nice look. Look, honestly, if I can get myself the right setup, I could, even if that was just to, even if I could lift the flywire out, pop it out slightly, just to do that, or as people have suggested, do a little, yeah, there's multiple solutions. There's multiple solutions that you can work on. Drill a couple of holes into Pearl's office. Perfect plan! To be fair, one of the things I miss in my parents' house, Victorians, jealous already, is the windows above the doors. But you know what? I'm gonna say this before I end stream, but the types of windows I think that I don't see enough of are old Victorian-style bay windows. They're the real good windows. I like those. They're good. But I'm gonna wrap up. It has been an absolute pleasure. And I will be back very, very soon. I don't know what we're gonna do for the first stream next week. We will find out. Maybe I'll put a bit of a poll on the Discord, and you can give me your wonderful opinion on Discord. And this time there might be more of a reason for me to do a 24-hour poll, because I did a 24-hour poll last time when I only needed it for 40 minutes. That was very clever of me. Good thinking. Might do a poll for some suggestions. But you all have yourselves a lovely time zone. I wish you the absolute best in everything that you endeavor to do. If you're well, I hope that you continue to remain well. And if you are unwell, I wish you the best and hope you get well very, very soon. I appreciate every single one of you cheeky people. You're all absolutely lovely. We'll see you very, very soon. But until then, au revoir, adieu, ciao, bye, farewell, toodaloo, Tirani Day, and all other words. I think the Avengers just lost. Thank you, Nolan. Thank you. I think the Avengers just lost there at the end. That was the Avengers losing. But au revoir, adieu, ciao, bye, farewell, toodaloo, Tirani Day, Zaharu. I'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Take care.
Dorime, interrimo ad appare dorime, ameno.